Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. So this is the day that most beekeepers are like, woohoo, it's harvest day. So we're gonna start pulling our honey off, and I'm gonna do it different this year. In the past, I'd do it on the weekend, and I would start in the morning after the bees all got out foraging, and I would pull it all off in one day. And by the end of it, it was about noon and super hot, and I was about to die from the heat. So this year I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do it in, depending on how far I get this evening, because it's after work, sun's about to set. Got some cloud cover. It's about 94 degrees, but there's no direct sun. So I'm going to get as much done as I can this evening, and then they'll do the rest tomorrow evening. And a third day would be Saturday, and I'll go ahead and finish it off then and get it all up there, and then maybe Sunday I could do the extraction. So going to try and do it over 2 and 3 days, so it's not so bad with the heat. So what I use is butyric acid. It's honey robber, and I get this from Man Lake, and it has a little bit of an odor to it. It's kind of a sweet cherry blossom smell mixed with vomit. So maybe if somebody ate like 3 packages of Twizzlers and then threw up, that's about what this smells like. You get used to it after a little bit. So I put it on these fume boards, and I'll just put a few lines in here and then just set it on top of the super, and the bees can't stand the fumes, and they all just go down and right on out. Cleans that super out. A few bees try to go up and they get captured in here, and some of them don't fare too well if the fumes are a little strong. Sometimes you can get too much and run half your bees out the front door, and you'll have a big old huge, looks like a swarm forming on your hive. So you got to be careful how much you use, especially on a super hot day, and if you got direct sunlight, man, it really cranks the fumes out. So you put it on there, wait a few minutes, and then you just pull them off. So I'll set the supers in my new Gorilla Cart wagon there that some of you probably saw on the $100 giveaway. So congratulations to whoever won that, because at this point I don't know who won it yet, because I haven't posted the video. It'll post tomorrow morning. So good luck on that. So let's get in here and get started. I'm not gonna do a lot of talking, I don't think. I say that all the time, and then I wind up going blah, 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 blah through the whole video. But I'm just gonna try and do more of a time lapse and just run it through and show you how we do this. So let's get started. Yeah, so if you saw last year's video, I had this little green wagon, and man, it was really rickety, and I thought I was going to fall over going up that hill. So this Gorilla Cart has a 1,400 pound capacity, 15-inch tires, so it's going to do the trick. So what I do is I put cardboard down in here so to keep the bees from getting in the supers from the bottom. I'll set the supers on here, and I have an inner cover with duct tape over the hole there, and I'll put that on top to keep the bees out of there from getting in the top. So I'll do 2 stacks. This is a really strong hive, so I went ahead and smoked them, so maybe they won't be so aggressive. And that's all it takes. Man, I don't know how, but there was a bee in my veil and got me right on top of the head. So I have 2 of these boards, and so I'll keep 2 going at a time. Yeah, so this inner cover that I flip over is a little thicker and leaves a little space up there. So we got us a mess to clean up here. I'll go get a bucket to put that in. Okay, so I went and got this bowl. Get this burr comb off of here. You know what, I'm gonna do the fume board on here, get these bees off of it. The tree's about to go overgrow. This one's not very full, but the next 2 will be. Yep, this one is very full. Yeah, I trimmed this up, so that's actually grapevine that was hanging down there. So I'll mix this honey in with the uncappings, the cappings, and we'll crush it and strain it. Want to get a few bees in there. Put this fume board up next to it, maybe that'll run them off. Boy, this is a mess. This honey seems really watery. It is capped. I believe the reason is because it's like 95 degrees. Nice and viscous. Ah, shoot. Okay. Man, there's a lot of honey sitting up here. Quite a bit of honey up there. We're just gonna put it on the wagon like that. That's gonna drip down on the floor once I get it up in the shop. But I put cardboard underneath my boxes when I unload them too. I'd like to feed this back to the bees somehow if I can, and not make a big mess. So I'll set this back on that hive and let them, they'll store this away and clean it up. Yeah, so check this out. Bees are starting to come out of there. So we'll get that one last one. Okay, I'm gonna move this one over here and put that empty one back on. All right, get them apart. It's not empty, but I'm not gonna harvest anything from it. Three full supers. They're all like this. I've never had them do that much before. I guess it was such a strong flow. I think we'll stop with these right here. We'll call that an evening. That'll be a pretty good load on this too. This one has crappy handles. Got the excluder. So we got a full deep box right here. I ran out of 6.5 inch honey supers. This is going to be no fun. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to end it here or not, but definitely going to take this load up to the house, and got to get these strapped down so they don't fall over, just in case. And I might come back for another load. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we got a little bit of daylight left. Thought I'd do a little bit more. We got 3 supers over here. That one, there's one frame in it, so I'm not going to mess with it. One full frame, so that's a pretty weak hive. So this one down here on the end, number 15, it's got 3 supers, and I know 2 of them are full. So we'll go start with that one. Lots of hive beetles. I think the last one I put on was the bottom one. I'd say this third one is 3/4 full. This hive has a screen top. This hive was real bad about bearding a lot, so I put this screen on here for him. Yeah, so almost got greedy and thought I can finish that over there. And there's at least one deep over there and 4 or 5 more supers. I've got 2 more to do here. I ain't gonna make it. I'm out of daylight and out of energy, and I'm burning up. So I'm gonna finish these 2 and we'll call it a night, and we'll do that other row tomorrow. When you know it, I ran out of gas. I can't take off my veil because there's a bee attacking me. And he's inside on my lip. Wow. Okay. I am not going to put my gas can in with that honey. I'm just going to set it over here by this tree. This is a Greenworks 40 volt leaf blower and a vacuum too. And I have weed eaters, edgers, chainsaws. So check it out. There's links below in the description. I'll put them down there. This Greenworks stuff is awesome. Get the brushless ones though. Don't get the non-brushless. Okay, night 1 complete. So we got us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 supers, and they're all full except one of them, and it has like 3/4 in it, and we have a full deep. So that's it for tonight. I am so glad I didn't try and do those others, because I am beat. I am totally exhausted. I'm thirsty and hot, and I am soaked in sweat. My bee suit is soaked in sweat. Anyone that tells you beekeeping's not hard work, you need to smack them upside the head. So we'll get those others tomorrow. I think there's 4 or 5 supers left. One of them's a deep, and I think 2 of the supers might be marginal. They may not be harvestable. But one of them is the huge swarm, and then the one next to it, I think there's 3 full supers between those 2 hives. So we'll get out there tomorrow evening, if we don't have a stroke tonight, and get those. I'm also covered with honey. Oh my goodness. So this will resume tomorrow evening. So here's what we've got to do today, this evening, over here in the shade. So remember I said I was out of honey supers, so there's a deep. I don't know if that's full or not. And there's a medium honey super there. And we've got 2 doubles here, and that one on the end is a deep, along with a medium. So, and that is the huge swarm from last year. So this hive right next to it, 26, it's pretty strong. In fact, I think it's stronger than the huge swarm. So this shouldn't take us too long. Let's get in here and see what we can figure out. Here's a screen top, and look how much propolis they're just closing it off. Helps keep them cool, so it's odd to me that they start closing it off like that. Okay, all done. So we added 3 supers and 1 deep to the pile. So we have 17 supers and 2 deeps, and from what I can tell, these are all pretty full. Some of them have on one frame on the end that the very outside of it may not be drawn out, but they are all full and all capped. It's good looking honey. So I'm in a much better shape this evening than I was yesterday. Boy, I overdid it and I stayed out there too long. I probably should have knocked it off a lot sooner and done more this evening. But anyway, if you want to guess how much this is going to make, put comments down below, and we'll have a little contest to see who gets the closest to the pounds. So this is the most we've ever had. I'm really thankful for the harvest, and hopefully we can get this distributed out to the people that want to buy it with this virus thing going around. You know, I'm probably not going to sit at a farmer's market, which I've never done that before, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, and we'll just play it by ear. So that's the end. Give me a thumbs up if you would, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and we'll catch you on the next beekeeping video. Y'all take care.